went from 0 to 14,000 followers on LinkedIn, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I made that happen. I'm going to share my screen, I'm going to share all the strategies, the tools, the tactics that I use to make that possible. And there's not going to be any gatekeeping here because LinkedIn is an amazing tool to get clients. And I know that as a coach, one of the most important things for you is to get clients, right? And for me, LinkedIn is an amazing source for client acquisition, one of the best ones that I've seen so far, and that works really well. So I really want to share everything that I know on how to get followers, how to get clients, so that way you can succeed in your business and make it more profitable. And to make everything easy and very simple for you to follow, I broke it down into 3 steps. I'm gonna go step by step, I'm gonna share my screen, I'm gonna show you the tools, and you can then, after the video, go right away and implement it, or you can follow me right along and do it as I go. Okay, so step number 1, connect. Here's the thing, it's something very important, and we need to be on board on this one. We don't just want followers for the sake of having followers, right? You don't want a bunch of 15-year-olds that are video game streamers to start following you because they're not your target audience. So first and foremost, you want to make sure that your followers are people who are most likely to be your clients. And that is why you kind of have to have a niche. I've talked extensively about niching down and how to niche and everything. I'm going to leave a link down below of a video that I've done exactly how to do this. But I'm going on an assumption that you already know who your target audience is. And just a little disclaimer here, your target audience, your niche, cannot just be as high level as women between the age of 35 and 25. That's not enough. Gender, age group is not enough as the who in the niche. Who are these women? Because if you take a woman who's 35 years old, they're all in different levels and different stages of their lives, right? Some are mothers, some are not mothers yet, some are starting their business, others are in the career path. So you want to make sure that you define who that woman is or who that person is. Are they coming out of divorce? Are they lawyers? Are they, in the tech industry? Are they corporate? Are they entrepreneurs? Are they starting out as entrepreneurs? Are they starting in that? We need to make sure that we really define who your person is, because it's going to be really, really important for step 1. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to give the example that I am a life coach specialized in helping lawyers become partners without burning themselves out in the process. So I'm going to help people have more of work-life balance, work-life harmony, and my specific audience are female lawyers. So in step number 1, we're going to start connecting with our ideal client, right? So I'm going to start connecting with lawyers. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. There's a free way and there's a paid way. Let me share my screen and show you first the free way of doing this. Hello, and welcome to my screen. Okay, so here I am on my LinkedIn. So remember, I'm a life coach and I specialize on helping female lawyers who want to become partners in a law firm to reduce burnout and to really have more work-life harmony, right? So because I'm targeting lawyers, I'm going to go and search lawyers in the search bar. I'm going to show you the free way of doing this. Now, the most important thing here, we want to make sure that we connect, keyword here, connect with our target audience. We'll connect with them, we'll make them part of our world, because later on step 2 and 3, I'm going to show you how then we start getting them engaged with our stuff. Right, we just go on the search bar and search for lawyers. Here on the left hand side, click on groups, right? And then here on groups, you can see already like the types of groups that lawyers are part of, right? Leadership for Lawyers, the Association of Lifetime Lawyers, the National Association of Criminal Defense Lawyers. So thinking of, for example, if I want women, so maybe I can even type women lawyers and see if anything comes up. If there's group, Canadian women lawyers, fantastic. California women lawyers, Washington women lawyers. So what I'm going to do, I can join these groups, and you can see here before even joining, or when you click on the group, you can see there's 1,444 members, right? So you join the group, and the thing you're going to do, really respectfully, in not in a spammy manner. This is so important. Start sending connection requests. Connect with people, right? And the best way to do this is actually, let me see, I can go to anyone's LinkedIn page and kind of see what their profile is like, right? And start, for example, Teresa. She's one of the things here. I can see what, for example, Teresa's posts have been like. And I can start even, before I even start connecting with her, I can go and see what she's producing here and posting and sharing, and I can leave a couple likes, right? I can see exactly where she went to school. I can see points that we can connect on, and I can start sending her a connection request. I want you to do this in a non-spammy way, right? And actually LinkedIn, if you just start sending connection requests and you send like 50 in 2 minutes, LinkedIn might just block or suspend your account. So you want to do this in a very respectful manner, right? Once you join these groups, you'll be able to see all the members. Right now, I cannot see because I'm not part. I can only see the admin person. So once you can see everyone else in that group, you can start sending connection requests, going to their LinkedIn page, interacting with whatever they're posting already, and then making that meaningful connection. That is the free way of doing it, and it's very, very effective, and it's very well done, especially if your target audience is something as simple as women who are lawyers, and that's simple. So that was the free way of doing it. Let me show you more of an advanced way of doing it, where you can layer more filters, but that one is paid. And sometimes, depending on your target audience, might be really, really, really helpful to have those layers. Okay, so welcome back to my screen. So I'm going to use now a tool that is called Sales Navigator. So Sales Navigator is a tool within LinkedIn that is a paid tool that, as the name suggests, is more for sales, right? Because it's more intentional about around selling and getting leads and things like that. The beautiful thing of this tool is that you can use and layer filters. So let me show you exactly how that works. I'm going to go to my LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and as soon as you log in, that's what it looks like. The beautiful thing of this is I can go here where it says lead filters and click that. And then you can see here on the left-hand side that I have a whole sea of things that I can optimize to give me a list. So for example, let's say that I work with people mostly one-on-one, right? So that's why I want to make sure one-on-one, and it's very local to where I am. Let's say that I'm in New York, right? So I can go here and go geography and go New York, right? New York, United States, right? Meaning that I just want people in New York. As you can see here on the left-hand side, LinkedIn Sales Navigator is already giving me a list of like people based on the criteria that I just gave him, but I just gave him one. So it's giving me everything. Next up, I want to make sure that I go on current job title, and I'm going to put here lawyer. If you have a specific, for example, if it's senior lawyer, associate lawyer, assistant lawyer, then maybe I want to do that. Maybe the associate lawyer wants to really become a partner. They really make sure they don't want to burn themselves out in the process, whatever it is. But right now I'm just going to put lawyer. That's it, right? So as you can see here, let me just take that out because I want you to look how the numbers kind of start going down as we put more layers in. So here we have around more or less 6 million people who are only in New York. They use LinkedIn, right? So as soon as I add lawyer into the mix, lawyer include, that went down from 6 million to 5.5K, right? So these are all the people who are on LinkedIn, who are lawyers and mark themselves in New York. I could stop there, right? I can be like, okay, this is my list. I have a lot of work to do. Let's go and connect with these people. Again, the way you want to do it, you don't want to be spamming people and connecting with them like that. For example, I can go here with Samartha and I just go and click and kind of see what her LinkedIn page looks like, engage a little bit with her content, and then send them a kind of friend request or a connection request. But anyway, I already spoke about that in the last segment. But then let me see if I can put another layer into this. And that's something that I actually like to use because a lot of people, maybe this is you as well, they have LinkedIn profiles that are not very active, right? They don't use it that often. So I don't want to waste my connections with people who don't even use the platform. So one thing that I do to mitigate that, I go to where it says, I'm going to share here. So by intent, no, connections of, there's a lot of one. So here, you see where it says posted on LinkedIn. So these are people who have posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. So what I'm going to do, I want to look at how interesting these numbers look. So right now, without that toggled on, I have 5.5K people. As soon as I toggle that on, 318, right? But that's good. Now I narrow down to a list that I know that are lawyers in New York who actually use LinkedIn, because that's where we're going to connect. And remember that we want followers, we want people who are our target audience, so we want to make sure that we connect with those people. So here we have, Jennifer, Deborah, Layla, Shayla. Remember that I am only seeking women lawyers. So now I have a list. So this is the paid way of doing it. Depending on your target audience, you can look here on the different levels. For example, if you're targeting entrepreneurs, or if you're targeting someone in a specific industry but has a seniority level. Let's say, for example, you work, let's leave that open and just put, for example, the US. By the way, in the geography, it can go as low as zip code, right? So I'm just going to put USA. And then let's say that you work within anyone in the renewable energy, or anyone within the let's say IT world or farming, right? So let's say that that's your people. And then you want to make sure that you talk with someone the seniority level. So then you can go here and put on seniority level, you have the C-suites. So you have the, let me see, where are they? Okay, so you have the C-suites, so the CXO there, and you have the VPs as well. They are somewhere here. Vice president, there you go. And then now it gives me not necessarily the job title. So now we're doing by industry, right? And we're just targeting executive people, right? So there's so many different ways you can use it, especially if you know that your target audience are mostly going to be professionals, either in corporate or not. But Sales Navigator is an amazing tool that I use in my business, and it's been really, really transformative into how I'm able to get leads and also get clients as well that are more qualified for my services. So step number 2, share. So after we start connecting with people, we cannot just have an empty profile. I mean, they're going to be like, who is this person? They have nothing interesting here. Why should I connect with them? So second step, very important, start sharing. And this is where the little cleverness and spiciness comes in, because we don't just want to share random content. Maybe you're already doing this and not seeing a lot of traction. We want to make sure that we share power content. Content that's going to intrigue. Content is going to hook people like, tell me more. Content is going to be like, this is a really interesting way of looking at this, or I've never heard of this before. We want to make sure that we enter that conversation that is happening in their mind. We want to make sure that we create content that starts them getting engaged with you and with your profile, with your world, right? So that's why we don't just want to share cute quotes and anything like that. We want to share power content. I'm going to show you exactly how to create that. And I'm going to give you the prompt so you can put it on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will create it for you. Okay, so we're back inside of my screen. I want to show you exactly the prompt that you're going to use for ChatGPT. So you say, I want to help target audience to reduce pain points so that they can go without obstacle. I want to create 5 powerful pieces of content to start getting them engaged with my offer. Please give me 5 prolific top of funnel hooks ideas for content, right? So this is what your template is going to look like, and you have to fill in the words based on what your target audience pain point, goals, and obstacles are. Let me show you what that looks like for our make pretend lawyers, right? So I want to help lawyers reduce stress and anxiety and increase their work-life harmony so that they can get to partners without burning out. I want to create 5 powerful pieces of content to start getting them engaged with my offer. Please give me 5 prolific top of funnel hook ideas for content. So when you're filling this out, let me give you an example here, what that would look like. I want to help target audience. Who are these people? I want to help entrepreneurs. I want to help single mothers. I want to help divorced people. Who are you helping, right? To reduce or to get to, right? The goal. So to reduce, here we're going to talk about the pain point. So for example, I want to help new mothers, that's my target audience, to reduce belly fat, right? That's the pain point. They have belly fat, so that they can feel better, or so that the goal here can be fit into their pre-pregnancy genes, right? So they can, fit into the pre-pregnancy dress. Without, the obstacle here for them is without going to the gym, or without having to give up on the sweets that they want, right? So when we talk about the without, we talk about the without of things that they think that has to happen for them to get to the goal. So on the lawyer's example here, they think to get into partner, they have to burn out. They think that that's something that they have, that's an obstacle, that's something that they cannot do without, right? So you want to remove that as well, so that if it's true, right? Because you don't just want to say it and then you don't materialize it. But if it's true, then you do that. Okay, so when you do that, I want to copy this and paste it into ChatGPT. Here it is, and now it's going to give me some prolific ideas. So first one, why most lawyers never make it to partner. Ooh, if my goal is to make to partner, I want to, please tell me more. Why am I not going to go there? The hidden cost of chasing success, how to stop sacrificing your health for your career. Okay. The partner hack, the partner trap. That's a tongue twister. Why 80% of associates burn out before they get there. How lawyers can achieve work-life harmony without sacrificing career ambitions. Is it possible to get to partner without losing yourself in the process? Yes, here's how, right? So what I'm going to do with these are hooks. And what I love and what I recommend you for you to do, and that's what I did as well, I create content around these hooks, right? So if you see, for example, if I go to my post, the posts I create here on my LinkedIn, they are all related to things that I have conversations with people about, right? For example, this latest one that I did, this was yesterday. You're losing money by not doing this with your webinar. Because I know that my target audience does webinars. They do live events. They do a live and online live events. And they know that they're losing money here and there, and they don't want to lose money. right? So for example, the other one, the most powerful webinar tweak, you're missing that increases conversions, right? I did another one on the number one thing you're missing to create an irresistible coaching offer. So whenever I connect with my target audience, they have something that they can see, because people are going to make a judgment, right? They're not going to connect with you right away just because it's in the connection request. They need to make sure that, okay, what am I going to gain out of this? If you're someone that shares really interesting, powerful content, they're going to start engaging with you. So I want you to start with the 5, right? 5 most important, have 5 videos. Because if you just have one, it's like this one-off thing. But if you have 3, it's like, okay, 3, but if you have 5 things, like, okay. Then you start piling up and doing more as well. But I want you to start with 5. And this is the way to get the most viral ones as well. Let me give you a little bonus, step 2, like little bonus. Whenever you create the videos, or even if it's a written post based on those hooks, incentivize people to comment, right? For example, create a video on the top 3 mistakes that are keeping you from making a partner or whatever it is, right? Then you can end with the CTA, a call to action. Then you say, did you make any of these mistakes? Is it something that you struggle with? Or tag someone. You want to incentivize people to like, to comment, especially on LinkedIn. And let me tell you why. Actually, let me show you why. Because when LinkedIn is interesting, that it's different from the other platforms. When you connect with someone, right? And the thing is that lawyers are most likely to be connected with other lawyers, right? Coaches are most likely to be connected with other coaches. Finance people more likely to be connected with finance because that's their colleagues, right? We're connected with the people who are most likely us, right? I'm not connected with civil engineers because, right? Why should I? I mean, I never study that. It's not a thing, right? So the cool thing about LinkedIn is when they comment on any post of yours, it shows up on their feed. Let me show you exactly how that looks like. So you see here, I just opened my LinkedIn and I see that Paulo liked a Benjamin's, I don't know who, I actually know who Benjamin D is, but Paulo liked it and comes up on my feed. But if I scroll down again, here goes. Sam Adams liked Tanya's comments on her thing. I don't know who Tanya is. I have no idea. But the fact that someone that I'm connected with liked and comments on this post, now it shows up on my feed. You see how this can be like a very like flywheel effect kind of thing? If I scroll down, I'll see more of these. For example, Amishi supported this. She liked it, or he liked it actually. He liked it, or he supported. You see here, Victoria, she liked Dr. Gabrielle's video here. So the cool thing about it, you want to incentivize people to like, comment, share, things like that, because once they do, it shows up on other people's on the people they're connected with profile feed. And because we know that we are most likely to be connected with people who are actually on our field, in our industry, you just make sure that you reach more and more people. It's a little hack. Okay, so step number 3, optimize your profile. Now, I have a whole video on how to optimize your whole LinkedIn profile. I'm going to link it below so you can watch it. But here, I'm talking specifically about your content. It's very, very important that when you start creating this prolific and really powerful content, then we want to make sure there's not just hidden somewhere. We want to bring it at the full front of your profile, because the first thing they're going to do, they're going to go to your profile and going to scan it, right? And we want to make sure that those amazing content that you're creating comes to the full front. So let me show you exactly how you do that. Okay, so here I am, my profile. So if you scroll down, this only appears to me as well in this part here, and this one here is only private to me, because as soon as someone comes into my profile, the first things they see will be my about page and my featured page. And this is gold, because here I can choose the videos and the articles and the things that I've done that are featured here, so people can go, when they come to my profile, they read a little bit about me, but then they go here. Oh, the only offer you need in your coaching business. Oh, how to get booked on a podcast as a coach. Okay, awesome. The best lead generation for your business. So it already puts in the full front my most commented and engaged videos. So because people we go with where things are, right? So if you have to choose between 2 restaurants and one is like full of people, buzzing, busy and everything, and the other one is like nobody's in there, there's like only mosquitoes, and you go, okay, let me go with the full one because maybe there's something here, right? So I chose the ones that have more engagement. In the beginning, you might not have a lot of engagement with any of them, so you go with the one that you go with the top 5, the top ones that you created that you feel that it kind of talks more to your target audience and the type of client you want to attract. So this is extremely important that you do, and you add to your LinkedIn as well. So your feature page, you do that. Once you have the feature, you just go here on the plus, and then you add a post or add content from profile, right? And you can, one second, you can go here and add the post, and then you can choose the post that you want to add. For example, I have a couple posts that maybe have done already better than the ones that I have there, but I'm happy with the ones that I have there, so I'm going to keep them there. So and here on the features post, you can do more things. You can add, for example, other parts. For example, you can add recommendations, right? So if you have, I have an extensive list of like people that worked with me and they left me so many good reviews. For example, if I want, I can make sure that I feature Dr. Nakia's one. She is someone that had made, working with me, she already made, I don't know, more than $50,000-$60,000 just in the first 2-3 months or so. So I'm gonna click here on feature, and she'll become part now of the feature, right? So now it becomes here. So you can choose what you feature in your feature section to make sure that people most likely see how amazing you are at not only teaching, but also what people say about you. So extremely, extremely important. Listen, a part of these things that you should do on LinkedIn, I really feel that there's a lot more that you can do to make sure that you have a successful coaching business. There's a whole list of things that I wish I knew when I got started. So I made this video here of things that I wish I knew and the truth about starting your coaching business. And I really think that I go into really detail and deep into things that not a lot of people talk about. So go watch this video, and I think you're gonna like it. See you there.